Module 6, boys, Module 6, I'm proud of you for making it this far. In the last 5 modules, we talked about mindset, identity, and what change is gonna take place. We talked about God and suffering and what it actually is gonna take. Now we're going to take those concepts and I'm going to explain exactly how it all works together, what the Forge method is, and everything you need to know to be successful in this program. I have my notes here on my computer, all right? I have a Red Bull, I have the background music. Let's get to it. The Forge is a transformation chamber. This is a place where you go and it's pressurized. You go and every man here is on a mission to get better. I'm on a mission, all my guys are on a mission. There is no waiting. There is nothing like that. We are here, we know what we want, and we're going after it. You're not coming here for motivation. You're coming here to build a new identity. This is exactly what we talked about in the first couple modules. Identity, identity, identity. Because how you see yourself is how you will act. I want you to have an everlasting change when you come through these programs. When you come through and into the Forge Brotherhood, you're not gonna be the same. You're not gonna see the world the same. You're gonna have a whole race standard. So when you leave it and you're touching everything and it gets better because of you. It gets better. There's that one song, everything I touch turns to gold. Bro, that's what I'm talking about. Your mindset could always be a glass half full versus half empty kind of guy. This is what we're changing. We're becoming different individuals, beasts. The structure has one purpose: to make you win. Your body, your morning, your daily discipline. I hold my guys to routines. We set up a specific training schedule. We work towards your goals and we help you win on a daily. When you start getting momentum, when you start winning, you don't want to stop. You don't want to lose it. And I've seen this in my guys again and again when they actually are committing to improving themselves and they start hitting streaks. They're waking up on time. They're tracking their routines. They're tracking their workouts. They're excited to go back into the gym. They're excited to wake up in the morning or do their evening routine. Not necessarily because it's fun, but because they're winning. And when you haven't won consistently and you feel like you're losing and beating your head against a wall every day, you would give anything just to get back on, to win. All right, so the structure, one purpose: make you win. Everything inside the Forge is designed around that goal. It's designed around forward momentum. All right, your body, your mornings, your evenings, and daily disciplines. The foundation is fitness. So FORGE, fitness is the foundation. I've created this program out of that. Fitness is the foundation, stands for F, O, order your morning, R, relentlessly execute on your goals, G stands for God over everything, and E, evolve and evaluate on a daily basis. Fitness is the foundation because the body is the gateway. If your body is weak, if your body is not able to keep up, if you have low energy, low testosterone, low everything, you feel lackadaisical when you go through your days, you're not going to be able to push yourself. Your mind is not going to be able to step out of its comfort zone. Your body, your flesh controls you every single step. Your spirit doesn't rise. Your flesh does. Your flesh says one thing and you follow it. When you beat it in submission every day, when you beat it again and again and again, you understand now you're in control. Your spirit's rising. Your flesh isn't in control. And this is exactly what turns us from animals into humans, into conscious beings. Animals, they're owned by their flesh. You know what I mean? Animals, they think reproduce, they think eat, they think sleep. That's it, right? A bear, that's what they think. We are conscious individuals. We can sit here and contemplate on things. But when we're acting as an animalistic being, somebody that is controlled by their flesh and not the spirit, now, all right, you're acting like a bear. You know what I mean? You have no control. You can't achieve anything like that. A strong body unlocks focus, aggression, discipline, and confidence. I'm living proof of that. But I'm also living proof that fitness is just the foundation. It is the foundation. It's not everything. I've been able to bench 225 and also been super weak, super bad habits, not able to wake up in the morning. It is not everything, and that's why I've created 4 other things. ORGE. You need them all. You need them all. All right, so workouts in the program are built for athleticism. They're built for strength and athleticism. They're not just for pretty looks. All right, it's the looks are gonna come, the aesthetics are gonna come, but it's meant to not just allow you to look good. It's meant to make you strong, mentally and physically. It's simple, it's clear, it is scalable. All right, the workouts are in the program. You can access the workouts through Trainerize. We use a Trainerize app. That app has a bunch of different programs I've created, and I implement the same template for my guys, push, pull, legs, depending on their schedule, depending on their entry level, depending on how they are, their injuries and whatever. I have a guy like me with no ACL. I have certain people in the program that are having busy schedules, have different schedules than one another. Everybody's at a different level. It depends. It's customized to you. And we adjust weekly based on the progress. The next is order your morning. Order your day before the world hits you. All right, if you start your day on a back foot, which I know all about. I know about sleeping in. I know about skipping the alarm. I know about having a bunch of bad habits at night that prevented me from doing what I wanted in the morning. That's not good. Everything else is off. Everything. So, inside the Forge, we start the day with order, not chaos. I have an evening routine because the evening routine determines how you wake up in the morning. What you consume at night determines how you produce in the morning, the actions that you take. It's just like anything else. You know, what you eat, what you actually consume is what your body's gonna look like. What you eat at night is going to show in the morning. It's just a lot quicker. I'm talking information, I'm talking movement, I'm talking food, I'm talking sound, all of it. You have to guard yourself, your mind, from being pulled off track. And that's why I tell them start in the evening and then own your mornings. We have both routines. Very simple, super simple routines. You wake up, in the morning, do your push-ups, have them do 10 push-ups. It's easy, right? 10 is easy. Then you go pray, and then you push-ups, pray, and journal. Push-ups, pray, and journal. You know, a line. It's not a lot. Journal a line, like a sentence. Who do you want to be today? And then at the end of the night, you also do movement. You stretch. Nothing crazy, nothing too hard, right? Just stretch, get in the process of doing it. And then you pray and you journal. Journal a line. Did I become the man I wanted to be today? Who was I today? That's it. Order your mornings is number 2. Number 3, relentlessly execute on your goals. All right, this is daily actions, right? Daily actions, okay? Tiny wins compound, right? Consistency beats intensity. You track everything. You're relentlessly executing on eating clean because this is a fitness program, but it's not just fitness. It's gonna help you improve everywhere. If you have other goals in your life, mark them down. Relentlessly execute on them. But for the sake of this video, relentlessly execute on eating clean. Relentlessly execute on hitting the gym. Relentlessly execute on ordering your routines. Dial that in. Dial in your habits. Improving yourself. Relentlessly, daily, actionables. FORG. Number 4, God over everything. This is not self-help, dude. This is not self-help. This is submission. This is alignment. This is walking this mission with God and not your ego. All right? This is not just for your sake. This is not just for, I want abs and I want to walk down the beach and look good and pull girls. It's much greater than that. This is so you can stand in the gap between good and evil. This is so you can raise a family one day and lead them how you're supposed to. This is so you can step into the person you know you can be and unlock your full potential. And the other people that look up to you does the same. You teach them the same. You act as the person you want them to be. Gandhi said an awesome quote, "Be the change you want to see in the world." So we do this by praying, we do this by reflecting, we do this by reading scripture, we ground and purpose what we're here for, why. We talk about why we're doing this. We're building men of discipline and faith and not just muscles. All right, so I always tell my guys, like, this is a much greater purpose. This is a much bigger reason why we're here. It's not just for muscles. It's not just to look cool. It's not just to get a bunch of money. This is deeper than that. And when you can fill your heart with faith in God, that's the only person. God is the only person who can fill that hole that you have, that you want to fill it with drugs, with alcohol, with girls, with business, with money. All of that stuff, all of that is ego, and it wants God to actually come in and fill that hole. That is the only thing that will actually fulfill you. Obviously, those things are nice, but they're worldly. They're fleeting. They come and go. The one thing that will stay with you is God. He'll never leave you. Ever. He's been here for millions upon billions of years. He is our creator. He created the universes. He created everything. And without him, we wouldn't have that. And so when you can submit to him, you no longer need to submit to substances to feel purposeful, to feel grounded. I know I used to all the time. Submit. It's crazy when you could submit to God and you make the world submit to you. That's crazy, huh? It's no longer your thoughts taking control. It's God's thoughts. And the last thing is evolve and evaluate. FORGE. Evolve and evaluate. All right, on a daily, but this is on a greater scale weekly basis. We're going to come together and we're going to talk about your goals. We're going to get on a one-on-one call and we're going to talk about your goals, how you're doing. Despite the daily check-ins and me being in your corner every step of the way, right? You being able to lean on me. We're going to be talking weekly about your progress, what we need to change, how we need to adapt, what we need to do. So every week we assess. We're not going to assess with shame, just honesty. What worked? What slipped? Where do we tighten? That's it. So weekly calls, right? We're going to update the training if need be, right? We're going to increase the intensity or decrease depending on where you're at. We're going to refine your plan, and every week, right? Every week I want to make sure all my men are evolving just like me. I'm doing this for myself as well. Everything I'm telling y'all I'm doing for y'all, I'm doing for me too. I'm doing for me. I'm tracking my routines. I'm tracking my habits. I'm doing it even more so. I go another level with this shit, bro. Y'all, this is basic. This is basic to me. Bro, I another level, bro. Most guys are like, oh, I can't do that. It's too hard. I don't want to write in a diary. Okay, buddy, do it your way. Do it your way. But my guys, we're actively pushing. We're actively moving forward. So the brotherhood, the culture is, this is something that I feel like a lot of programs don't have. I've been in a lot of programs. When you have men on the same mission, on the same journey, on the same path, and you are fighting shoulder and shoulder, it becomes so much greater. And this is something that I didn't have, really. You can go and join a forge, not a forge, you can go and join something like the forge, I'm sure. But to step into something intentionally where you have brothers fighting shoulder to shoulder, it's different. It hits different. There is some programs out there like that, but I know I didn't have access to it, and it was sometimes difficult to have a coach who actually led by example and pushed me into these programs and pushed my standard up every single day. You're not doing this alone. You're in a squad of men who are done being average. So we have a group chat, we drop wins in them, we have momentum, accountability, we have culture of strength and masculinity. You prune your weak habits, and I call up men, right? I call up men. I call you up, not out. I call you up. All right, I have high expectations for myself, so I have high expectations for my guys in the program, my brothers. What does my role play in all this? How do I play a role in all this? So this is not cookie cutter. Like I said, we're going to be on calls. I'm in the trenches with you. We're reviewing lifts. If you want to send form videos in, send them. I've been lifting for the last 10 years, working on my form. Track your progress. We'll adjust the plan, and I'm building with you. I'm building with you. That is my role. My role is a guide. My role is to show you the direction and allow you to choose which path do you want to walk. So you get one-on-one support, you get the guidance, the leadership, presence, fire, structure. You get that all. You get all of it and more. You get and more. All right? It's just the beginning. Just the beginning. Your coach should outwork you, bro. I live this shit. I live this shit, bro. We're up at 5 a.m. We're on 4 hours of sleep right now. We're making content. I crushed a leg day today. I took a cold shower afterwards. I ate clean. I live this shit. Got an 8-hour shift. In a couple hours, we're gonna get these modules out. There's no excuse for you not to hit your goals. I want my goals so badly. I'm willing to do what it takes. Are you? You should expect to feel some type of way. In the first 2 weeks, you'll feel your discipline sharpening. Your energy will rise, your body will tighten, your mind will steady. You'll realize, this is who I was supposed to be this whole time. I remember, not even a year ago, I felt stuck. I felt trapped. I felt alone. I felt despair because there were certain habits I couldn't keep off. There was something that just kept me sleeping in. There was something that kept me doing that bad habit. There was something that kept me in that cycle, and I couldn't break it for the longest until I decided I will run into the pain no matter how much it hurts. I will take the cold shower. I will stop this vice. I will submit to God. I will do it if it kills me. That is the worst case scenario. And even then, I have God now. So there's no turning back. Because it comes to a point where your psyche says, bro, we're feeling like we're dying. And it's because you are. When you try to step into something new and you try to, it's basically like cutting off an arm. It's killing your old self. It's very, very difficult to cut off your own arm. But if it was poison and you knew it was gonna kill you, you would. You don't see it, but that's exactly what is happening with your bad habits and your lower self. You need to completely chop it off. You need to take him by the neck, drag him out to the desert, dig his grave and put him in there. Your old self, you need to completely shed him off. And you do that through going through pain. This is what we talked about the previous 5 modules. Anything with the pulse and you try to do that with is going to fight back. So be prepared. Be prepared to feel that the first couple weeks. This is the Forge, gentlemen. By the end of this program, you're not just gonna look different. No. No, that is not the point. I've already expressed that. It's much deeper. You'll be different, disciplined, grounded, purposeful, unrecognizable to your old self. This is the Forge. This is what I've created it for, because I'm currently living it. I desire to help others. I desire to build this business, this fitness coaching business, with an underlying tone of something much greater. And that's what I'm doing. I'm building out the personal brand. I'm building out the business. I'm working with 6 guys currently. I'm continuously pushing myself. I'm continuously pushing them. And I want to be greater. I love being in the gym, right? There's been times where I've had it stripped away from me. I have a fake ACL, I mentioned that earlier. There's been times where I was weak. There's been times where I've been overran with bad habits. But bro, this is it. This is the Forge. This is why I created it. This is what you're gonna get inside of it. In the next video, in the next module, we are going to, let me see. This is the nutrition fundamentals. All right, nutrition fundamentals. So we'll see y'all in the next module. Until then, gentlemen, stay dangerous. I'll see y'all in there. Bye for now.